I'm Kat. This is Tarot with Kat. Welcome. I do readings every Monday morning for all the fire and earth signs, and every Wednesday, my biblical Wednesday morning for all the air and water signs. And this is the weekly reading for Libras for the week of October 8th through the 15th. And so, welcome to my channel. I like to start each of my readings with a very, very short astrological overview of what's happening, especially if it's a general reading like this for the zodiac signs. So if you don't understand tarot, I want to encourage you to go to my channel and check out some of my very brief explanation of tarot and learn tarot with Kat, because a lot of times people don't have a clear, real understanding of what tarot actually is. But it's a lot to do with energies. It's a lot to do with the planets and astrology, and it's all an energy thing. So I like to start with what's happening to everyone astrologically speaking. So we're coming out of this eclipse season in September and early October, and we're still feeling the pull of that full moon eclipse that brought a lot of like hidden things to the surface, and a lot of major like transitions. It spotlighted communication for everyone and honesty in relationships and calling things into clarity for everyone, but particularly for the very intuitive water signs and the very cerebral air signs. They're like going, what is authentic and what is not? Let's cut away the stuff. I know I'm going crazy right now online with YouTube with sifting out the real stuff from the AI. I'm not AI, by the way. I do use it to help me with my coding and stuff, but I am not AI. So I make too many mess ups. I do too many mistakes. So yeah, so that pull is going on for everybody, and for you in particular, Libra, this lingering full moon eclipse energy, it's going to spotlight your relationships and one-on-one dynamics. So you're going to be looking at those. You're going to be asking and redefining balance in love, in work, in partnerships. Mercury's influence is going to make deep talks unavoidable. You're going to be having a lot of deep talks. There's going to be issues around trust, intimacy, issues around money could surface. By the weekend, so midway through this reading, by the weekend, a career or reputation breakthrough is possible. But only if you've been authentic, only if you've been real authentic in how you show up for it. Faking it isn't going to make it. So, and it's also an excellent time for negotiation for you, Libra. Contract signed this week could prove really powerful long term, at least energetically speaking. So my last bit of advice for you, astrologically speaking, Libra, and knowing your personality that tends to be, is that vulnerability and showing it is not a weakness. It's really not. Let someone see the real you, and it could transform a relationship if you allow that to happen. So now let's see what the tarot has to say, shall we? This is the reading for Libra for the week of October 8th through the 15th. All right, so I am using a Centennial Smith-Waite deck. If you click on my video description below, there you are. Oh, beautiful. If you click on the description below and open up the full description of the video, you find lots of links and lots of information. It'll give a lowdown of this parallels to these readings, because it's all the same. It's all the same energy. It's God, it's love, it's universal truth. So I hope you'll check that out. You Libra are coming up this week. This is a card of being super satisfied with and fulfilled. It's a 9. It's come to the end of a stage of life, and you're feeling very, very satisfied with things, certain things anyway. And crossed as your challenge, obstacle, awareness by a 4 of Swords. Love that card. I hope you'll check out my scariest cards in the tarot card, where I go over the whole suit of swords, because that's like the scary suit. And I do a little bit of explanation on that Four of Swords. But down here below you, beneath you, is part of your foundation. It's a beautiful foundation card. It's 4. It's Emperor. It's our 4th major arcana, major stability. Stepping out of your immediate past, Libra, is a Hanged Man. Started looking at in the very recent past, looking at things from a changed, different perspective. You've been doing that, and that's what last month did to us, astrologically speaking. Your crowning you is a 3 of Pentacles, card of apprenticeship. And then you're going to be stepping into an 8 of Swords situation this week in your immediate future. So like on the 15th, like right around mid-month, 8 of Swords. You and your environment this week, you're going to be feeling Temperance. You're going to be having Temperance, another major arcana. 1, 2, 3 major arcana. Wonderful. And then so far, kind of a balance of elements. Oh, look at this. Let's talk about major arcana. Here in your environment, it's going to hand you the Sun. That is beautiful. Remember what I said about being a good time to like sign contracts and make new partnerships might prove very fruitful? Your environment's giving you the Sun. Maybe my favorite tarot card, the Sun, number 19th major arcana, maybe. The world is beautiful, but I like the Sun card better. It's my fave, I think. That and the Queen of Wands. Who is me? Who was I? Another major arcana, the Empress. And I did shuffle these quite a bit and meditate over these cards, Libra. But your hopes are the Empress. You want to, and she's also the 3. She goes with your apprenticeship card here. There's something you want to create and bring to life here. I'm going to move these down so the camera can see them all a little bit better. And the final outcome, Libra, is some 5 of Swords. Okay. 5 of Swords. Choosing your words wisely, choosing your battles wisely, being careful how you have those conversations. Those are those tough conversations I said are going to be unavoidable. That's the 5 of Swords right there. So I think I said deep talks are unavoidable. And that's this 5 of Swords in your final outcome. So we're going to now pull one more card. This will be our confirmation, clarification card. I use my, there it is, holographic Rider-Waite deck. A little hard to see on camera. It's the traditional Rider-Waite cards, but holographic, which I really love. Again, linked in the video description below, so do check that out. So we're going to keep our confirmation card covered with my little universe in a pyramid that I love until the end of our reading, and it'll give us further clarification, confirmation of what's going on here, but which is very satisfied. A lot of satisfaction, fulfillment. You've had it. You've achieved stuff, and you've seen the fruits of it, and not just, this is not just material wealth though, because it's not pentacles, it's cups, it's relationships, it's family, it's love, and you've had that, and you're feeling that. You're feeling this, and this is you in your heart of Swords as your challenge, obstacle, awareness. So Swords have to do with thoughts and communication and ideas and reason and logic. And in this 4 case, this is the card telling you to not engage in arguments, talk, but to be silent. He's in his coffin. This is a card of do nothing. Listen first. Listen, and don't listen to respond. Listen to hear the other person and make a connection with them is what's going to serve you well. So this is what's crossing you. This is your challenge, is to, especially when we see in our final outcome, this 5 of Swords. Okay, these are, and you're stepping into an 8 of Swords. Those are the 3 swords in your reading. Other than that, you're surrounded by gorgeous, beautiful major arcana right now, which is huge, positive energy if you handle things correctly Whatever this apprenticeship at Pentacles opportunity that you're embarking on is going to be beautiful, I think. This is your warning card, crossing you. Four of Swords. Don't speak. Don't, especially if you're like somebody who's really quick with the tongue, quick with the, be careful, because you're going to be having those deeper conversations and you're wanting to connect on an emotional level, on a cups level. So that's why the Four of Swords is crossing you. It means do not respond, do not interact, do not do that this week. Be careful with how you speak. Mind you, listen first. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. It's kind of a deal. You could tell I'm a teacher as well, that I've done a little teaching in my life and teaching children. I've said that once or twice, or 5,000. Anyway, this is our 4th major arcana. It's all 4 kings combined. It's major stability. It's major, like, solid stability. And you have that in you're bringing that with you as part of who you are in your foundation, Libra. In your immediate past, you've started to experience or have experienced already this, which is the 12th major arcana. Shortly after experiencing the Death card, which is the dying away of old thoughts and ideas, and then now you're having to like look at things from a totally new point of view. And so you have recently been looking at things from a totally different perspective and probably changed position on things, whether it's career, relationship, partnership. Like I said, you've gone through this Hanged Man. So up here in your ideal is this 3 landed in my video on the scariest cards in the tarot, because it's kind of a dark card back behind there, and colors mean something in tarot. It's linked to the Kabbalah, and to the astrology. I hope you'll watch my brief explanation. But the reason why it's a little bit dark is because this is an apprentice card. This is a card of just starting out and learning a new craft, perfecting your skill, but you're being judged. You're under a lot of scrutiny by a lot of people, and so but this is crowning you. So this is saying, be willing to be here again. Be willing to go back to where you're learning and you're perfecting your craft, and maybe you're not seeing it all yet because maybe you're going back to school. Maybe, there might be things like that you have to do when this 3 of Pentacles shows up. And so it's dark because you have to have that faith to move forward, even though you're not seeing the fruits yet. It's a very early stage in the game when it comes to stuff like that. So in your immediate past, right about October 15th, we're going to, and I think that's right when Venus is happening astrologically right about then, but you've got this, you're going to feel trapped. You're going to feel like you're going to feel kind of trapped, and you're not going to know what the right thing to do is. And remember, swords have to do with thoughts, ideas, communication, words. So a lot of this trapped feeling it's really important to remember that this is a self-imposed imprisonment. She could, if you look at the picture really carefully, like, her bindings are so loose. She is not tightly bound at all. She's standing there in all this water. Her toes are touching water, saying, you know what, listen to yourself. Listen to this. Trust your intuition, and you will be able to see that you can just tiptoe right on out of, this is not a real prison. You feel like it, and your thoughts are confused, and you don't know, which way to turn, or you feel surrounded or bombarded. But if you listen to your intuition, that's what the water tells you, you're going to be okay, and you're going to get through it. It's a self-imposed imprisonment. Remember that right about the 15th, when you're having these deep conversations and stuff that you're going to be having all week long, this Temperance. Notice the water, again, flowing from one cup to the other. That's the Temperance card. It's our 14th major arcana. There's a, you know, again, toes in the water, just like the Eight of Swords card. It kind of almost matches her toes in the water, having that intuition and balancing these and listening to your intuition and kind of keeping everything in balance is Temperance. And so that's what you're going to be doing this week. Sun, it's giving you happiness and joy and fulfillment in action. It's happiness in action. It's a very active card. You've got red, which is this red scarf flowing. That's action. Red in the tarot is action. Yellow is happiness. You got this beautiful shining yellow sunshine. The horse, the unicorn is purity. It's a unicorn, by the way. So you're riding a white unicorn, purity. It's just pure joy and happiness. Sunflowers, abundance, sheaths of wheat. So it's a very, very abundant, beautiful card. Your environment's going to be handing you a lot of really beautiful things. Even though you're going to step in mid-month, and because of these deep conversations, you're going to feel, you might be feeling a little like trapped and not trusted, and you want the Empress. This is, your hopes are the Empress. So 3 and 3. In your crowning you is this Three of Pentacles. You've got something you're embarking on or starting. Could be a new career, new passion, new something, new training, new job, new career path, new family, new marriage, something like that you're embarking on. And you want to be the Empress. You're bringing this into creation. She's the third major arcana. She's motherhood. She's manifest. Well, I would say the Magician is more manifestation. She is incubation. She is the seeds that are under the soil that are starting to grow, and you can't even see what's happening, but things are happening, and she's making it happen. That's she's fertility. But she very much matches the Apprentice card because it's early on in the game, and you can't see it yet. Reality, and the final outcome is this Five of Swords card. Like I said, fives are always feeling a little off balance, a little not right. Swords are talking about communication, logic, reasoning. And the Five of Swords is kind of like a battle that was not well won, an argument that nobody really won. Everybody just walked away feeling crappy. That's the five. That's the five. So I think it's a warning. You're crossed by the Four of Swords, which comes right before the Five of Swords. You avoid the Five of Swords by being the Four of Swords. Listen, think first. Don't get too, that's why this is crossing you as your challenge to be, so you can avoid this Five of Swords situation, which may be a little bit inevitable. Have hard conversations that not both sides understand it from the same perspective. And that's difficult sometimes, but necessary sometimes. And that's what the tarot is here for, is to just help guide you and give you solid advice. Lay in your coffin. It is a coffin. You should watch my Scariest Cards and Tarot video where I explain more. So, wow, you got all these major arcana. You want to cut through stuff and be clear and form that you want to bring this thing into. So this card could be anything about that apprenticeship and keeping working and keeping at it to keep this thing going that you want to create. But it could also be about having Temperance, or it could be related to the swords and choosing wisely there. So let's see what our confirmation card is. That yes, you are planting new seeds and growing something new in your life, creating something new in your life. And I would say my biggest advice to you right now, Libras, is listen more than you speak, and speak from the heart, and trust your intuition, and be grateful for this beautiful environment and stability that you've somehow achieved. Well, thank you for being here this week. It's a little bit longer reading than usual. I try to keep it down to 15 minutes, but thank you for being here, Libra. I hope to see you back next week. So do hit the lotus button to subscribe subscribe, click on my scariest cards in tarot, or even better yet, down here, maybe a brief explanation of the tarot as I see it, as I read it. Okay, maybe different from other tarot readers. Do check that out. Thank you, Libra. Have a beautiful week.